Hey everyone, my name is Ben and I work for California State Parks here in the Oceana Dunes District along the central coast of California. Today we're going to be talking about an invasive species. Now I bet that if you've been to the beach along California before, you've probably seen this invasive species before. And if you haven't guessed it yet, the invasive species that we're talking about today is the ice plant. It's pretty, huh? It just looks like a nice beach flower. It couldn't really cause any serious problems, could it? Well, it actually causes a lot of problems, because ice plant is an invasive species. Now before we move on, let's clarify what an invasive species is. An invasive species is one that is not native to a specific location, so it is an introduced species. They can spread rapidly and cause damage to local environments. What allows invasive species to spread so quickly and kind of take over an area is that they did not evolve with other local native species. So oftentimes they have adaptations and advantages that native species did not evolve, allowing the invasive species to dominate. So you may be asking then, where in the world did ice plant come from? Well, ice plant is actually a coastal succulent native to the coast of South Africa. And South Africa has a similar temperate climate as we do here along the coast of California, which is one of the reasons why ice plant does so well here. So, if ice plant is native to South Africa, then how could it possibly have gotten all the way over here to California? It can't fly or swim across oceans or continents like animals can. You guys have any ideas of how it got here? Well, it was humans. In the early 1900s, people in California decided to use ice plant to stabilize loose soil along railroad tracks. Then later in the century, through the 50s and 70s, Caltrans planted ice plant all along highways and roads to control erosion and hold soils in place. So humans purposely planted ice plant throughout the state. However, people who brought this plant over did not know how invasive it would end up being. Ice plant is such an issue because it outcompetes native California coastal plants, many of which are already threatened or endangered due to the loss of their habitats. Ice plant is an extremely tough and drought-resistant plant. It is known for crawling along the ground, and by doing this it can spread more than 3 feet per year. So it can quickly go from this single plant to this whole field of ice plant. In these pictures here, you can see how ice plant causes the death of this native yellow tree lupin plant by overcrowding it and dominating the whole area. Ice plant can even crawl up trees and eventually outcompete them as well. Since ice plant and other invasive species is such a major issue for our natural environment, it would be awesome if we could have your help in solving this problem. So, how do you think park rangers can work with park scientists coming up with solutions to this problem? Now is your chance to be creative and think of good ideas for how we can make this habitat healthy. We look forward to hearing your fantastic ideas, and thank you guys so much for watching.